Above, so below. This is Saturday, Satyrian Energy, teaching every one of you guys. Thank you for joining my live. I want to say salutations to my Madrina, to my Padrino, and to my Oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Adjays. To each and every one of you guys, thank you for joining our live on today. As you've been notified that I'm live, my name, if this is your first time in my live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Ely Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. What's up, my Stormy, my Sagittarius from Detroit? Thank you for joining us on today. We're going to have a magical time on today. On this channel, this is for melanated people. What's up, Monique 444, my Cancer in the house. And then I got my Boaz, my Pisces in the house. And then I got my Gemini, Demetrius in the house. On today, this is Satyrian energy and the frequency and vibration of Saturn. That is Capricorn, and that is also Aquarius. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys that allow me to share knowledge, wisdom, and understanding with you, and letting grown men and women make their choices. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here to change your position. I'm not here to change your situation. I'm here to give you knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and let you make an adult decision based off the facts that are involved. We're in the age of Aquarius where facts matter. You understand? People like to put their feelings above facts, but that's quite dangerous. I want to say hello to my Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of you. What's up, my Ryan in the house? My baby Scorpio is here. And I got Mama Susan in here chiming in. And guys, on today, this is I'm gonna really enjoy this. I share with our tribe, I share with and I've been saying this over and over. When it comes to real magic, real conjure, real mysticism, I've been doing this since I was 3 to 4 years of age. I'm 52 years of age. I've had the awesome experience of being trained up under tutelage. It came to Haitian voodoo, root work, conjure, Kabbalah. My grandmother was the Eastern Star. My spiritual dad was a Mason. So I learned a lot of different things in different cultures and different experiences, and working courtroom cases and breaking hexes, reversing stuff, working the cemetery. I was a child working the cemetery, digging holes in the ground in the cemetery and placing artifacts in there. I've been doing this a long time, and you still don't have to take my experience at heart. If you got any questions, this is a montage channel. Post your questions in the super chat if it's that serious to you. If not, we ignore all questions unless you are part of my tribe, and you most certainly are not a part of my tribe. I want to talk about something today, and to all of my church people that are in the ATRs, and to all of those that left the church to practice the ATRs, but you still got church influence, and you don't have to stop bringing the mentality, the mythology of Christianity into the ATRs. I will tell you, it's going to cause you problems. A lot of you guys overlook or think that you are going to be somebody special getting into the ATRs and not considering the culture by which you are initiating. And what I will say before I teach this on today, that if I had not been as powerful, because you can be in a tradition, but you're not powerful. The Loas could have been with me all day long. If Haitian people could have done something with me as an American, black, they would have. I ate their ass for lunch and dinner and breakfast and snacked on them. I've been dealing with those that culture for a long time. I don't really have problems out of wannabes, out of Haitian culture. It's always American black people in the church that think they got all power in heaven and earth, and so they don't know how to regulate themselves. I've been doing black magic, practicing the black arts for a very long time, through the 6 and 7 books of Moses, through Kabbalah, through Hoodoo, through Obia. And you have to know the difference between somebody that is anointed and talented to do conjure and somebody that has to have a bunch of tools. I knew early on, my spiritual dad told me early on, I would never need cards or anything to do readings. Do I read with cards? Yes. Do I discern all that? But do I need them to actually read into a situation, read a certain person, place, or thing? No, I don't. I need a couple seconds with you and read your ass. And the older I get, the more keen my gift gets. Now, why did I say all that to say this? Because this is important. When you're listening to somebody, you need to consider who they are that are speaking to you, what level of experience that they have, and whether that relates to you or not. I'm not a preacher for everybody. I can preach to anybody. I can preach absolutely to anybody. But I'm not the type of preacher for everybody. I'm a fire sign. That ain't for everybody. My moon is in Aries, that ain't for everybody. And my rising sign Pisces, that's not for everybody. But I teach universal laws because they apply and applicable to each and every one of you guys. And I try to talk to my American blacks. And I already know that no matter how much I caution you, no matter how much I talk to you about certain behaviors that you have, I realize that you're going to continue in that behavior. And there's consequences when you are in certain cultures, because it's easy for them to feel offended by what you do or don't do, and to take things the wrong way when you don't understand the culture. And they can find things a lot more disrespectful. See what I'm saying? So I want y'all to know that my views go up and down because people tune in here on live, but they still help me. Every time you click on my videos, you helping me make money. I'm gonna always, and you're gonna always look at my videos because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Your Tata don't know what I know. Your Hugon don't know what I know. Your Boko don't know what I know. I'm 52 years old. I supersede a lot of these people that are in the ATR. So they're people and them. They're gonna come always sift through my information. They don't have to give me credit. I give me credit. I want to talk about this. The color of black and the power of absorption. And the reason why I want to talk about this, because I talk to black people. And unless you done went through any form of initiation or initiation process, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I say this to black Americans, and I sent out a video, and I put on my YouTube page. When you hear Jamaican people saying they're not black, When you hear Cuban people saying they're not black, when you hear Brazilian people say they're not black, when you hear people from the Virgin Islands not saying or indicating they're black, they're not associating themselves with you. Black Americans, when they see this pigmentation, they assume, oh, that's black. They black. No, that's a culture of black people that identify themselves as Nigerians. And so all of y'all that run over to Nigeria, I got new Nigerian priests, and you black American, shit, they don't give a fuck about you. If no other preacher, pastor tell you, I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to tell you why I excel in the ATRs. Come, I'm going to keep it real with you. If I wasn't powerful and I had money, I would be in the same boat and ship that you were in. Because if they try me, I'm going to put the what's happening on their ass. I'm not a nice person. I do nice things. I'm a very treacherous ass person. And what's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's why I don't give a goddamn if you Jamaican. And I have my ex brother-in-law talking about he got his auntie is Jamaican, and she bad. I said that bitch better be as bad as you say she is, because if she ain't that bad, your ass belong to me, and I'm gonna cut you down like grass. Let me tell y'all something. Just because somebody come from Haiti don't make them powerful in the voodoo. Just because somebody come from Louisiana don't make them powerful in conjure. Black Americans don't have their own personal identity, so they're always trying to relate to other people that are black, that don't define themselves as black. One thing about black Americans and black people in general, we have no problem dividing ourselves. We always want to be better than somebody else that's black. We don't mind the Latinos, we don't mind Brazilian, we don't mind no other culture, but we care about if a black man or a black woman is on top. That's what the fuck they care about. And can they throw you off your game? Can they put you under? If you don't know what that means, put your ass in the ground. Plant you. That's the way I came up hearing the word plant a lot. Plant that bitch. That means bury. And so when you deal with this, and I'm not saying that everybody in Nigeria is fake. There could be somebody, a Baba or spiritually in Nigeria that may be authentic, but they're not going to work for you like that. You can't get mad with the Latino people when black people of all races and genres have issues with our own people. But I want to say to all of my country cousins, we ain't talking about the sand niggas over there in Israel or the Arabians. Them my second cousins. I'm talking about y'all other niggas, first cousin niggas. It was black Americans that the reason your Nigerian ass is over here in America. And you're not fleeing your country that you love so much and so proud of to come over here and flourish. Because you could stay your ass home. There's a reason why you come over here where black America, and you do the same thing that every other race of people have done. You put your foot on black people. You carry the same animus when it comes to black people. This is why I talk to black people, because they got fucked up ways. And these people don't care for you like that. And it's easy for them to do some dirty shit to you because you're a black man and a black woman. That's why Mother Susan was asking me about the woman that went over there to Haiti, claiming to be practicing Haitian voodoo. If Haitian women are jealous of each other, why wouldn't you consider that? I don't understand. This is what my thing with black American people. Okay, I get the fact you want to learn about the ATRs. But learn about the ATRs with the rivers and the lakes that you're accustomed to. Why are you out there dealing with other black people in other cultures that are closely knitted together and they see everybody else as an outsider? When I go to deal with the Mumbo, my spiritual sister, because it was her cousin that brought me through. So, through initiation, I should say that. When I go around Haitian people, and they especially having a party, and she pulls me up to the front, everybody looking around because they know I'm not Haitian. I don't speak Haitian. I don't speak Creole. But they can't not recognize this powerful Loa that walks behind me. They know he Haitian. That's the only reason why I get to the front of the line. I'll never bullshit none of y'all that it's because I'm Chief Apostle Samuel. It's because I got the power. That's the only reason. Padrino Michael will fuck over me too if it wasn't for my Haitian powers. I give credit to whom credit to, but I know the reason why. Minister Mario would never got crowned Mafedi Fun Ochosi if it wasn't for my anointing. So I'm being straight up with you. No chaser. Go, and like I say, I ain't trying to tell you or nobody not to go into the other cultures. If you want to spend your money there, do you, boo-boo. I'm telling American black people the truth. I get to hear behind the scenes. Just like as a pastor, I get to move behind the scenes. Because I got money, I move behind the scenes. I got connection, so I move behind the scenes. And because I got power, I move behind the scenes. So I hear a lot of shit you will never hear. I hear people real opinion. I want to talk about the sun, Saturn, and it's called the black planet, and the power to absorb. So this is why this is important. Whether you're in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Mystic or Ajax, Hoodoo, mysticism, Kabbalah, don't matter. What kind? If you're dealing with energy, frequency, and vibration. Black, the color black, the frequency of black, the melanin energy, absorbs all forms of energy. And it has the ability through alchemical to transform any type of energy into the energy that it needs. And melanated people have melanin. And the darker and the more melanin you have, the more you're able to process light energy, sunlight. And this is what they don't explain. Not only do you absorb and receive sunlight, but you also can absorb moonlight. I'm going to say it again. Melanated people have the ability to absorb any form of light on any frequency. This is why we are considered multi-dimensional creatures. But when I try to talk to black American people, all they hear is power. You got to, bitch, you got to develop. And people ain't gonna promote you. Let me tell you something. Most of y'all really don't appreciate me. Because a lot of things I share, I don't have to share. A lot of things I bring to the light of American black people, I can, as long as I get what I get, I can keep my mouth closed. I can let you think that them people really care about you. I cannot have to get into some type of skirmish or battle with somebody because I'm putting this kind of truth out here to melanated people. And you don't want to hear that. You think because you fucking some Jamaican dick that he gonna choose you over his Jamaican woman. It's just like the white man. The white man will fuck you, male or female, and still marry that white woman. You don't know how deep this runs. And so therefore, as a melanated person, you got to understand that we utilize this arche. What's up, Minister Al? In order to absorb energy, frequency, and vibration. The problem that they have with me, is this. You can come from Jamaica all you want to. Jamaica don't define you when it comes to rank and power. See, I remember Mr. Mario, they were scaring him up. Oh, she come from Africa. I don't give a fuck where she come from. I was talking to my cousin and she was talking about, oh, she a witch out of Miami. I don't give a fuck where she come from. See, y'all have to consider that. Oh, he came out of the Glaciers Mountain. Or they came, that's y'all problem. I have clear understanding about energy, frequency, and vibration. I don't give a fuck where you come from, where you were born. You could be born out of a rhinoceros ass as the manger. I don't care. Because if you don't pack the energy, frequency, and vibration I'm going to whoop your motherfucking ass. Right here from the Americas. Oh, that's better juju over there because it come out of Africa or it came out of Nigeria or Ghana. You the fucking juju. You the chi. You the prana. You are. This is why people underestimate hoodoo. It's about who is yielding or willing that power. How they harness energy, frequency, and vibration. Fuck the tradition. And no disrespect to the tradition. But it's the man or the woman that is yielding and willing the sword, not the sword. And that's where black people, this is why you will give up your birthright trying to chase after somebody else's birthright. Some of y'all, no matter what I talk about, you don't listen. Just because I'm black and American, you still got to go through the same process. There's no escape because you're dealing with a black American or you're dealing with a Haitian or you still got to go to the same spirits got to decide whether you're promoted. The same egon, the same ancestor, the same spiritual core. It's the same process. It don't matter who going through. Whether you go out to the cemetery in Americas or you go to the cemetery in Haiti. If you ain't got no goddamn power, it don't matter what cemetery you go into. You ain't gonna call it. It take great power to call for great power. Even down when it comes to the cauldron, when in Fumbe, it has a lot to do with who you are, what that spirit is willing to do. The Nganga that I was going to get scratched before Minister Mario could not receive me because I was stronger than the Nganga. And I had to go through Timlatira, which is a type of Obatala. Because my energy needed to be grounded with Mother Earth. This is why I had to receive Oku with Oya, grounding my energy. This is a black candle. This is the black and white candle. The black has bled all the way through because it's hot in here. And then this is a black and green candle. These are both reversal candles. The purpose of utilizing black is to absorb the negative, harmful energy. I should say harmful energy. But black and Saturn energy is a negative energy. And when people have bad intentions, the black absorbs that harmful intention or intentions, whether it's the group working against you or whatever. But this is the thing that people don't understand. The size matters, or the mass of a thing matters. So a candle can only absorb so much energy. This is paraffin wax. The reason why we use beeswax, because beeswax is more natural and it absorbs more energy, whether positive or negative. And so therefore, when you're doing candle work, it's only so much ache or chi or prana of negativity that can be absorbed by a candle. Now, this is a completely black candle, this one. But this is what is reversal. And so therefore, this in particular is the white. So it will burn all the negative, harmful energy against you, and then it will reverse in the burning with white. And white so this is why we burn black candles. Hold on. Some people use black to hide their work. Black cloth, black silk. I don't do that. Anything I put out, I want you to see it. But it can't be done up under the skies of black, and you have to be a real good reader to decipher the working of the person or who that person is. Because some people do their work up under coverings, so they can't be seen. Or easily seen, I should say that. So this is what they call a bougie candle. These are black candles, and we use these in Haitian voodoo, or voodoo in particular. And the same concept is true with that. Then I went and got some black salt because I want to talk about absorption. When you're wearing black, or you have black makeup on, or you have black paint on there, black absorbs. Now, me personally, utilizing black salt, I would never put black salt just on the ground or in the corners of my living space. I would use a bowl because black salt is going to absorb all of the negativity. Now you can put other things in there like lemon or lime or other things with this black salt, but or camphor. But this is the concept. And when you utilize energy that absorbs, you have to consider: do I want that around my house? When people put salt around their house and they don't have it in a container, that means whatever negative or harmful energy that salt absorbs. You know what I'm saying? This is why I talk to my earth sign and I talk to my water sign, because y'all receive vibration, energy, and frequency. And so therefore, if you poison the earth and you put things that are destructive or poisonous, then the earth is going to absorb it. If you this is why we go get dirt from a place, like, say if they have a place, everybody have a place where bad accidents happen, and you get the dirt from the crossroad where the people keep having accidents. That's for you to utilize in a work to make your enemies have accidents. Or you get the dirt where dogs fight. Anytime, because earth absorbs, water absorbs, salt absorbs, power of absorption. Black absorbs, brown absorbs. This is important when it comes to you working energy, frequency, and vibration, especially for y'all that like those that have ever purchased my reversal incense. It is utilized. I have black incense. My protection incense is black, and my reversal is black, because black absorbs, and then whatever contents in that, like you can use rue or some type of herb that returns that energy back. So just having black is one thing. What you utilize with it allows it to either absorb it or neutralize it or send it back to the sender. Now, anytime you choose to return to sender, you understand that you can be sending energy back and forth for a while. Black people, especially in the church, oh, I send it back to the sender. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to show you how ignorant you are. Number one, you have to have the power to send something back 3 times 3 times 3. You have to have the energy, the frequency, and the vibration to even send a spell back like that. But I want you to think in the context that if you had a basketball in your hand and you threw that basketball as hard as you could against the wall, do you not know how much velocity is when that basketball comes back? Normally you're not gonna respond as fast as that ball's gonna come back. When you magnify a return to sender, that means it can hit you just that much harder. Because if you ain't got no shield up, if you don't have no form of energetic protection up, when that ball bounced it and hit that wall, say for instance, you to send that back 3 times 3 or 100-fold. I hear black people say that. That's a lot of times you done multiplied that energy. And are you ready for that return? And the answer is normal black people are not accustomed to receiving back what they put out. No less than they done amplified it. So I just want you to know how much you don't know. And how much you don't know what you're doing. And why you're constantly in situations and circumstances. Because it sounds good. Because somebody else said it. Well, they may be equipped to operate in that manner. But because you're black, that doesn't mean that you are equipped to operate in that manner. And that's something black people don't want to hear. Once again, here's a black obsidian. Black obsidian. Now, this black obsidian is made of glass, well, volcanic glass, but it automatically reflects energy. So wearing black obsidian always, whether it's sphere or any formation, it sends back harmful energy. So this, but it reflects because it's glass, but it also holds a lot of energy because it's black glass. This is what a lot of people in the old times use a scary with, or use divination and look into that black glass and get visions and dreams and answers. But black obsidian, if you have a connection to that, it can be used as a form of protection. Um, I also have, instead of red palm oil, I have black palm oil. I utilize that in protection. I work with Zarabanda with that. I work with Ogun with that. Um, Black is a necessary color. The power of absorption. What's up, Jeremy? Power of absorption is to be understood. I think that if more people will understand energy, energy that projects, energy that repels, energy that's magnetized, energy that is electrical, energy that is transformative, transmutes. All these are different types of energy, frequency, and vibration, and they operate based off of their particular type of energy and frequency and vibration. But black will always be able to absorb energy, frequency, and vibration. Now, do I have black kyanite? Hold on, so I can show you. This is a new bag. Hold on. That's when you call me and say, "Well, Pastor, I just want to return the seminar." Okay, but I'm a professional. I'm ready for the return if it comes. Black kyanite. It's blades and it cuts through energy, but black kyanite. I normally use it for its sealing of my aura. Um, it is very protective. It helps to energize your aura, ground your energy. Black is also a grounding energy. And to make sure that if you have any sickness or you've been on a spiritual attack, black kyanite once energized, because when you tell black people something, they go to Amazon and ordering shit and they don't know how to activate stuff. This is why you have to be a conjurer. This is why you have to understand energy, frequency, and vibration, and understanding your measure. You can only protect yourself based on your measure. And a lot of y'all, especially my cancers, a lot of shit you create within yourself. And you be trying to project that on other people. No, you got bad vibes, not the person. You got bad feeling, not the person. We're in the season of Leo. It is time to rise up and take charge of your life. This is why my Sunday service is going to be different, because we're in the season of Leo. In August, I got crowned. And so I got to do a spiritual party from Malfidi from Oya. But I want y'all to realize that I teach all these increments, show you the different tools that can be utilized, but I have clear understanding. You don't want to practice magic that you don't understand, and you don't want to be out here returning stuff back to people when you don't know the source by which it come from. How much protection do they have? The level of ignorance that I see, especially with people that go to my church, because I do something, doesn't mean you should do it. I have the skill, I have the experience, and I most certainly have the power. It is important that if you're going to practice the black arts, that you have an understanding what you're doing and why you're doing it, and you are cool with the repercussions. However, the cookie crumbles. A lot of y'all don't think that you're gonna take responsibility and you're gonna be a running back to Jesus to get you out of shit you done started in these other ATRs. It don't work like that. It does not work like that. This is why, yes, I have to reprimand my other country cousins and those that are in the ATR, but I also got to check my black American people. Because black American people come with the most bullshit of all people. That Christianity got your head fucked up. The mere fact that you're trying to call spirits out of different religions, know that you don't even have initiations and you don't have personal relationship, shows you how far gone you are mentally. Have you ever been initiated with Jehovah Jireh, that Yahweh, Vahe? Have you ever gone through one of their priests or priestesses? Have you ever been? Have you ever had a Obia man or Obia woman initiate you in Obia? I'm just like, how do you feel like you have access because you're black? That don't make no sense. Being black does not give you automatic acceptance in energy, frequency, and vibration in these traditions. Now, do you have your own Ache? Yes, you do. If you got Ache as a Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Can't nobody take that from you. What you were born with. But you were born with a measure. Aloha, my Aquarius in the house, Miranda. And so therefore I tell you guys about different candles and different incense to burn to build up your energy. We just did a Ligba, and a lot of people got a lot of testimony. And there are other people, let me tell y'all something. Spirits don't lie. And I want you to take our time to think about all of the information you are missing because you're not consistent. You're not studious. You're not engaged. Everything that I have ever heard that I learned from, I didn't like. To say that everything my spiritual dad said that I love is a farce. Teaching is not about you learning everything you want to learn. There's sometimes you got to learn some shit you don't think you even need. You don't know you need it until you actually need it. That's why it was taught to you. You can't say that you are an excellent student because you like math and you act like math is the only class that you got to pass in order to graduate. That's not true. There's many different categories that you need to be developed in and to learn and to get confidence in. There's things out here that somebody can take your own strength and use it against you. Take your own Piscean energy and use it against you. Take your own Aries energy and use it against you. Take your own Sagittarius energy and use it against you. And so forth, etc., etc. You don't want to be out here trying to talk like a posse. Because how I talk and the things that I say will get you fucking killed. It'll get somebody to try you. I can back up what I'm talking. And I urge you to learn. But don't try to emulate my patterns. Don't try to emulate my vernacular. Stay in your own lane. Because if those people want to come for my ass, I know how to protect my ass. I know how to defend my ass. I know how to stand the ground for my ass. And even though some of y'all Christian and people in the church, you feel like, oh, I'm saying something right. People don't give a fuck if you telling the truth or not. They don't care. They need black American people to stay stupid so they can keep sending their children and family to college and building business off of black American ignorance. Because y'all think you're going to get something stronger from over there. That's the only reason why people left my church. Thinking that these Latino ass people were more powerful than me. I don't have nothing to prove. And I don't bother people. But you come over here with that fuck shit, I'll show you what I'm working with. You don't went and got all these sticks. You don't went and got all these, you don't got all these leaves and bullshit all over your body, and you still don't have no protection. Not adequate protection. They're not gonna protect you like they're gonna protect their own. And most of y'all grow up in the church, you think that you can manipulate people into fighting for you. And when you dealing with the ATRs, if you ain't got no money, your ass is grass. Your personal beliefs ain't gonna help you. Your personal dislikes ain't gonna help you. I'm just keeping it real with you. Black is a powerful color. It is, and you should understand it. It's a powerful melanin. It's a powerful absorber of energy. But if you don't know how to regulate energy, you don't know how to direct energy, you don't know how to harness energy, you don't know how to disperse energy, what good is your melanin going to be to you? You got to learn this shit. And you always trying to get out of doing right by other people. Going through the proper channels. I can't wait till some of y'all get y'all ass bust wide open. I ain't got to do it to you. You gonna keep on fucking around with these other people out here, and they gonna put the smoke to your ass. And then when you come to me, I'm gonna give you that price that I know you can't pay. Instead of telling you no, I'm gonna put an outrageous price on you, and I know you can't donate that kind of money. I can't help you. Cause I've been trying to tell your fuck ass. This is not a game out here in this spiritual street, and these people ain't playing. And if our own skin folks ain't kin folks, we have less people on our side, black American, than we actually thought. That's why I'm breaking all this shit down. That's why this election was paramount to get you to see how much they fucking hate black people. But they right here stealing and robbing everything black people ever created. And our own people will sell us out. And this is what Haitian people, and I'm of the Haitian origin. So when I say this, I mean this with everything in me. It was Haitian American people that fought with the French to subdue the black Americans that were here. Native American. So there's a long history why there's issues with Haitian people and black Americans. Some of y'all don't know the real history. You just got these feelings, your cellular structure telling you about something you don't really understand. But black people, the more all those type of people have always never had a problem with subduing another black race or another black tribe for their personal benefit. I'm just keeping it real with you. Why you worry about the Latinos and the Indians and the Arabians and all these other fuck people? Our own people that don't associate black, that are Jamaican, are Nigerian, from Ghana. If you think these people give a fuck about you as a black American woman or they don't even see. That's why I got confused when Trump was doing that his first term. I got confused because I was like, oh, I know these Cubans ain't gonna let Trump do this to them Latino people. I didn't realize that Cubans did not see themselves the same as those other Latino people. Just like we got fucked up ways, the Latino people got fucked up ways. And they don't have no sympathy, no compassion, because they ain't Cuban. You better, when somebody tell you they Cuban, you better know what the fuck that means. When they tell you they Puerto Rican, you better know what the fuck that means. When they tell you they're Venezuelan, they're distinguishing themselves from other Latinos. And they don't want, if you call a Japanese, Chinese, they'll lose their goddamn mind. They'll lose their fucking mind. Vietnamese, all them fuckers eat rice. But you better not call them out of their land. Because that's more important than energy, frequency, and vibration. And black people the same way. And we can't talk, the pot can't talk about the kettle. I'm just keeping it real with you. Ain't no way that anybody that Demetrius was dealing with would have gave him that kind of power but a black American man or woman. If you gonna get help from anybody, it got to come from your tribe. If they gonna do right by you, unless you an exceptional person, they do not care. They gonna take your black ass money and wring you around the roads till they wring you dry. And they gonna make a slave out your ass. And you gonna mysteriously die. Keep on out here playing. All these bisexual Latinos or gay Latinos, they don't care that theirs are gay. They care about your black ass. They'll tell you about what you can't be initiated in and what you can't have because your sexual orientation. But you look at Pablo, he taking dick like an elephant. And he already crowned. Y'all let them people tell y'all any fuck thing. But it's our people that need to be educated. Our people need to look in the mirror. And that self-hating shit is what's hindering our black people, whatever tribe they from. I don't put myself in situation or circumstances. I understand my energy, my frequency, and my vibration. I understand the color of black. I know what it does for me. I know what it will do for me. And I know how to harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. And I've been trying to teach black people. But it ain't true until it come out the mouth of somebody white or somebody adjacent to white. And that's just the truth. Until it ain't true, I'll stop saying it. But as long as it's still true and factual, that's what I'm gonna have to say it. Because I can't talk about nobody over there about their prejudice as a way when we as people are prejudiced against one another. And we break it down from male to female, gay, straight, bi, rich, poor. We worse than any colonial. We are. Huh? We break it down to prejudice about fat and skinny, light skin and dark skin, pecan tan versus this. Like we break shit down. Oh, you petite, but you ain't petite. No, black people are full of bullshit. Oh, you got power, but you ain't got this kind of power. Oh, you pretty, but you ain't this kind of pretty. Oh, you fine, but you ain't this. Oh, you got a big dick, but you ain't a mandingo. What? Why would the fuck I want a mandingo dick when I have people having issues about taking what I got? I don't need no more inches. I don't like to feel turned down because you can't only fuck with me on the holidays or anniversary. Cause I go bananas on your ass. Anyway, just keeping it real, black people. When we start supporting each other and realize these other people ain't for do for, that's why I appreciate my tribe and I appreciate people that understand what I offer. And that you can't lose because when I look at Keish, I can see my sister. I can see my niece. I look at Stormy, I can see when they don't see themselves in you, that's why they don't give a fuck. And when you got black people that don't see themselves in you because they Jamaican or they're Nigerian or because they're Haitian, I saw your skin before I found out you were any nationality. My concern because I saw them mishandling a black woman. I just found out 4 days ago you was Haitian or you were Jamaican because you were first black in my eyes. That's why you have my concern. But you don't see me that way. You want to find out am I American? Because you got to know whether I'm American because you got to know how to treat me. Because if I'm Haitian, you're going to treat me one way. If I'm Jamaican, you're going to treat me another. If I'm Trinidadian or Barbados, you're going to treat me different. This is the bullshit that black people do. And that's why people have no respect for black people because you don't have no respect for your damn self. For the mere fact that that's a black woman or a black man, I don't care what tribe you come out of, you should show some respect. But I can't make nobody think of how I think. I'm only telling you how I think. This is why it pisses me off when black women or men try to get up on me. You already ain't got many black people out here got what I got. And then you gotta try to fuck up with me. Like you're gonna find another black American person with the kind of power and skills that I have. You're not gonna find And if you do find it, they're gonna charge you so much goddamn money. All right, I said what I had to say. Don't forget, if you want candles burned for you, if you want a black candle for reversal, you want a reversal candle. White and black is for sickness. Green is for finances. If you feel like your finances are up under some form of attack, or if you want me to burn a money candle, you want me to do a sister good pussy spell. You want me to prepare you an egg on stick. Um, if you want me to lick your clit, donate to Apostle. I'm here to serve. All right. Much love. God bless.